Now, calculators can't handle all situations, but they are nice to use. Calculators have a difficult time handling variables, at least the one we're using. It cannot make comparisons between powers of variables to pick the lowest one. If we're trying to figure out the greatest common factor by finding the divisor, we can use the calculators at times. The greatest common divisor is this. So here we have greatest common divisor, GCD, or greatest common factor, GCF. They mean pretty much the same thing. If we talk about 12 and the factors of 12, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. They're all factors, but they're also all divisors. When we discuss factors, we're talking about things that multiply together to become that number. Like 3 times 4 is 12. So, but 3 and 4 are also divisors. For our purposes, the GCD and the GCF are synonymous. We use them in the same way. Now, currently my software in my computer is not working to emulate my calculator, but we can still talk about using a calculator and the GCD function. If you were to turn your calculator on, and you'll see a math button on the TA84, click the math button, and then you'll see some tabs, headings if you will. The second heading is the word num, N-U-M, meaning number. You click that, you'll get a menu. You'll get a list of options. Number 9 is the GCD function. Select number 9. This is what you'll normally see when you do that. You see GCD and then a parentheses, one side of it. Your job is to put two numbers there with a comma in between the two numbers and then close the parentheses. Once you push enter, you'll get an answer. If we tried 12 and 30, close parentheses, we would get 6. You can see here, in example number 2, we have GCD, parentheses, 132, comma, 72, close parentheses, and then push enter. And we'll see what we get. This is what I got. 1 second. My calculator shows this. Now, do your numbers need to be in order from highest to lowest? We'll see. Try switching them yourself and see what happens. Try putting in GCD, parentheses, 72, comma 132, close parentheses, and see what happens. I'm going to move on to our other exercise. Now, the calculator can and will help you with the numerical part of your term, your variable term, the coefficient part, but not the whole thing, as we'll see. So now we have two examples, example A and B. A is 12a squared, b cubed, c, semicolon 18, a cubed, b, c squared. We have two components. We have the variable component of our GCF or GCD, and then we have to pick the lowest power for each variable, and then we have the numerical part, the coefficient component. Now when we look at 12 and 18, we have to figure out the GCD or GCF of those two numbers. What they both have in common, that is, the largest one. They both can be divided by 3 as well as 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Now that seems to be the biggest one we have. Okay, now are there any bigger ones than 12? Not 7, 8, nor 9, nor 10, and not 12. Well, 12, yes, but so 6 is the biggest common, is the biggest factor for 12. Now 18, you can say 9 is bigger than 6, but while 9 can divide 18, 9 cannot divide 12 evenly. We have to have the same factor. It has to be common. So now here, so now we can see I've circled the lowest powers for each variable. For the two A's, the two B's, and the two C's. Squared is less than cubed, first power is less than cubed, and first power is less than squared. Now we put our answer down. Being, we'll put them all together. 6a squared b to the first power c to the first power. So here we have 6a squared b c. And that's our answer. Thank you very much.